coming here that you really get a sense of his extraordinary journey from one of the poorest slums in Liberia to the highest office in the land.
And I'll be speaking.
And then we're going to proceed with the lunch shortly, all right? Are you with the students?
Yeah.
Are you with the students? All right, I see you taking a video. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can go ahead.
The sprawling slum of Clar town on the edge of Liberia's capital city. It's here that incoming President George Weah was raised. His nephew takes us to visit the family home.
At where George Weah used to stay before leaving for Cameroon.
He now sleeps in the president's former bedroom and is inspired by his journey.
He grew up in a slum community. Anything is possible. Don't never look down upon yourself. Once you have the confidence, trust yourself, you can make it.
George Weah's start in life was far from easy. He never knew his father, and his mother left him here as a baby to be raised by his grandmother and extended family. Later, he'd roam the streets of the slum with his friends. His aunt Rebecca remembers him as outgoing.
Joshua, he was a good boy. He used to love people. Many friends he used to have. He had plenty of friends.
I am going to make a cake. I am going to make a
Today, the slum's children have better opportunities. Multi-millionaire Weah funded a new school right next to his house. As a teenager, he dropped out, so former classmates were somewhat surprised when he told them he was seeking the presidency.
We were shocked. We were good for nothing children not playing football. But who knew at that time that Joe was going to reach this stage? Nobody knew.
This is the pitch where George Weah used to train as a teenager before heading abroad to begin a glittering career in international football. And it's coming here that you really get a sense of his extraordinary journey from one of the poorest slums in Liberia to the highest office in the land.
And I'll be speaking.
So there we go. These are beneficiaries of the Bowie's Foundation Scholarship, the Lima Bowie's Foundation Scholarship. And we are here taking a tour on the Logos Hope ship. On the Logos Hope ship, which happens to be the world's largest floating book fair. So there we go. We are going in.
Watch your steps.
Well, folks, so we are finally in. We are finally in. This is in here, the Logos Hope vessel, and students. These are students beneficiaries of the Bowie Scholarship, the Limas Bowie Foundation Scholarship. They are from different schools. They have been brought here on a tour.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to give you a piece of information. Where you see that now is lifeboat. When you enter, clean the step, is the lifeboat here. From here, you'll be going to the book fair. So where you have so many books, educational books, relational books, and what of it. We have the cash tax. When you have purchased all of your books, you go to where you pay for it before leaving. We have journey of life. When you have purchased your books and you pay for it, you have reached to the place they call journey of
So
life.
that's our brief
They have a story that
information
was
here
there for you if you came.
about the ship.
And we also have beds that we sell 1,000 LD. After you pay for the bed, you are asked to pick 2 books free, just free. And that books, they are very important to us. There are a lot of books like economics, literature, so many books. We have our units here, where you will see 100 units is 350 LD. They are listed there. There are so many units, you see 250 units, so you can calculate them now. Because 100 units is 350. 200 units, you add it all, it will give you, yes. We have Visa card here, if you have it, you can use it also. MasterCard, if you have it, you can use it. We also have some free books after you have purchased everything. Maybe some of you will not like to buy books. You came to buy your ice cream, popcorn, hot dog. We have the food behind there. After you have passed all over, you purchase your books, even the free books over you pass the journey of life. After the journey of life, you will see the place that you have the popcorn for the kids, the ice cream. So when you are done with all these things, coming, you will see a free book there. They are also free without money, you are not paying anything for it. It's just a story about the gospel. So I think for now, this is all the announcement I have for you. You can now go and take your basket with you so that you can pick your books that you want. Thank you for coming and enjoy your time on board.
Oh, so there we go. They were just providing a brief information about the ship here, and we are heading for the book section, maybe the library, where students will be allowed to go through the different books, read.
Oh my God. One, two. That's the ball done. One, two. Three gone. 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Today. One goal. Last ball. 1, 2.
Save 3 today. I saved 2. I told you. I don't want even know how much. I told you that no one in the world can score 5 penalties.
You didn't give me warm up. I needed to warm up.
I just ran.
I just did a lot of running.
Nobody.
I did a lot of running, so I needed a warm up.
I said,
You didn't give me warm up.
Excuse me.
the argument, there's no argument here. I said your champ.
You can't score by body.
No player can score 5 penalties on me in a penalty shot. Every team that I've man for, I have to save 1 or 2.
Excuse me, sir. I just watched.
You ready?
You ready? Coach.
You ready?
It's not an argument.
Yo, Charlie, let's put it
Yeah.
on the post. I just watched. Put it on the post.
So Simone, I said nobody can score 5 penalties on me. I said you will score 5.
Your movement.
No way.
Makes the movement.
Because
They were not working.
when I'm a goalkeeper, when I was a goalkeeper.
No, sir. Yes, sir. The Liberian Senate. One court to order. 2 devotion. 3 roll call. 4 reading and adoption of the agenda. 5 unfinished business. 6 report from standing committee. A report from the Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget on a bill for an act to ratify the financing agreement, governance reform and accountability transformation project between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. The report from the Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget on a bill for an act to ratify the financing agreement Liberia Illicit Sector Strengthening and Access Project Phase 2 under the multi-phase programmatic approach between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. C. Report from the Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget on an act to ratify the financing agreement, second additional financing for the Rural Financing Transformation Project between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. E. Report from the Ad Hoc Committee concerning the relationship between the government of Liberia and Metric Scientific Liberia. E. Report from the Committee on Hydrocarbon, Energy and Environment on the confirmation hearing of Honorable Claude J. Carter, Commissioner Designate, Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission. G. Report from the Committee on Hydrocarbon and Environment on the confirmation hearing of Honorable Councillor Emmanuel Itule, Chairman Designate, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, LLC. H. Report from the Committee on Internal Affairs, Good Governance and Reconciliation on the confirmation hearings of Honorable Roosevelt Ure, District Development Officer Designate, Bond County, Honorable Isaac Freeman, Relieving Commissioner Designate, Koguya Statutory District, Bond County, Honorable Retired Band, District Administrative Officer Designate, Koguya Statutory District, Bond County, Honorable Hilary W. Kaizon, District Financing Officer Designate, Koguya Statutory District, Bond County, Honorable Kamal Kane, Commissioner Designate, Salad Administrative District, Bond County, and Honorable Regaso N. Kita, Mayor Designate, Zowinta City, 5 District, Bond County, all on the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Republic of Liberia. 7 business unprecedented text. A. Communications from the President on nominations and travel. B. Communication from Senator Jonathan Borchardt Sogwe of River G County requesting the Senate's intervention on the River G hydropower project. C. The appearance of the following: Honorable J. W. Jarrett, Commissioner General, Liberia Revenue Authority, and Honorable Augustine Pehe Kalfuan, Minister of Finance and Development Planning, on public hearings of the recast budget before the Senate as a committee of the whole. 8 AOB and 9 adjournment. Madam President Pro Tempore Presiding Officer, the reading of the proposed agenda for today's sitting.
The first question to have the reading of the agenda for today's sitting. What is the word of pleasure? Roll call by Senator Dillon. Roll call.
Temporarily, the president.
Roll call. Senator Yogi Kanga Lawrence, President Pro Tempore. Monserrato, Senator Sahali Joseph. Senator Ibrahim Daros Dillon. Present. From Basa Kande, Senator Besoga M. Finney. Present.
Are you sure you're present?
Sano Kante. Senator Councilor Augustine S. Chie. Senator Creighton O. Duncan.
Present.
Leoland County. Senator J. Bravo Brown.
Present.
Senator James P. Barney. Kimon County. From Kimon County. Senator Simeon Boyman Taylor. Senator Taba M. Bapla. From County. Senator Free Kiamu Moy.
Present.
Senator Johnny K. Behe.
Present.
Lima County. Senator Prince Y. Johnson. Senator Nyan D. Koyan Jr.
Present.
Grand Junction County. Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno. Senator Thomas Yaya Miller.
Present.
Lupa County. Senator Councilor Joseph K. Jala. Senator Momoti Saras. Omi County. Senator Edwin M. Snow. Senator Eric Jeneka Talo. Maggie County. Senator Anthony Emmanuel James Nukwe. Senator Nathaniel F. McGill. Riverside County. Senator Wellington Gibbons Smith. Senator Bill Chair Huawei.
Present.
Grand Two County. Senator Professor Abbott Tupachi. Senator Numene T.H. Patikwa. River G County. Senator Hamilton Borchas Subwe. Senator Francis Saidi Dogo II. Bakulu County. Senator Boto Kane. Senator Amara M. Kone. Senator Anthony Emmanuel James Nukwe. Senator Amara M. Kone.
Present.
Senator
Present.
Madam President, Madam Vice President. Mr. Vice President, distinguished senators, 21 senators present, and the total number of senators present today is 21.
The one person we are quorum, and so we became member today. Secretary, President of President. Okay, we got a motion to adopt the agenda.
So move. No. Listen. So, Mr. President and the colleagues, the agenda is just read and move, and that can be seconded, and the agenda to be received and open for discussion.
If we move and seconded, and the agenda be open for discussion. Senator Boyd?
Yeah. Amendment to the agenda. Moving, we can accept this, that the appearance of the Minister of Finance, the Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, the appearance comes first. So that we take them before The mayor sent this morning. That the invitation was 2 o'clock. It's after 3.
So, Mr. Namoyi, that decision, secondary decision, the motion was also presented by discussion.
Okay. So the agenda is open.
I would like to make an addendum to give McCoy that the appearance of these officials regarding the budget is brought on unfinished business. Since the budget is already before us, as we're working through, we're bringing all of unfinished business to accommodate for these other items before we bring them, before we bring these, the minister and the commissioner general.
Okay. And that's one prior bill that.
No, that's not very good. Yeah. So, Mr. Presiding, this is on our president's desk. Item B, communication from Senator General Rogers. I'd like us to remove that from the agenda today because there are additional information that needs to be provided and what we do couldn't be seen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Senator, President of the Senate. Honorable AOB, I don't know whether it's appropriate to do that now, but Honorable AOB, on security issues. Physical security of the Senate is very key. It's not fun. What is happening when we talk about the Senate takes that area. Security related issues. We never want to speak about it. The people that want to deal with it. That's me about these 2 minutes or 3 minutes to speak about security issues.
So you talk about internal security, right?
Yes.
So you think the leadership can take seats at that leadership stuff there at leadership level? Okay. Okay.
So if there's
no other amendment, can we get a motion to adopt the agenda? This is the President's text. Communications from the President on nominations and travel. First nomination. Republic of Liberia, the President. September 13, 2024. Senator Yomi Kaga Lawrence, President pro tempore of the Liberian Senate. Special session, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Madam President pro tempore, I'm pleased to submit herewith the following nominations, pending Senate confirmation where applicable for appointment in government. Minister of Internal Affairs, John Alfonso D. Perkins. Assistant Minister for Policy and Decentralization. The Minister of Education, Anthony Nyeke Wa Popa, Deputy Minister for Administration. I would greatly appreciate it if these were given expedited confirmation by the Senate to ensure full transition in the government. Kind regards, sincerely, Joseph Imam Walker Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia. The second publication, Republic of Liberia, the President. September 16, 2014. Senator Liberia Clar Lawrence, President pro tempore, the Liberian Senate, Inspection Section, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Madam President pro tempore, this will inform you and through you, the Honorable House of Senate, that I will be traveling to Toronto, Canada, to attend the Liberia Investment Forum from September 17th to the 20th. 2024. Thereafter, I will proceed to New York, United States of America, to attend the United Nations General Assembly, session from September 22 to 27, 2024, and the 19th Francophone Summit in Paris, France, from October 4th to the 5th, 2024, respectively. I leave the country on September 17, 2024. While I'm away, Honorable Sylvester M. Brisket, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, will chair the Cabinet in consultation with the Vice President and by my directive via telephone. Kind regards, sincerely, Joseph N. Boakat Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia. Two communications.
Two communications from the President of Liberia informing the Senate of the travel and nomination for Internal Affairs. Welcome, with a pleasure. Senator Evil Smith.
President, I move that if I can obtain a second, the communication from the President of the Republic of Liberia informing the Senate of his travel out of the country being received and noted.
The second one, the nomination for Internal Affairs.
Whilst this is on my face, I move that in the communication from the President nominating people to positions of government be received by the Senate and forwarded to the relevant committee for confirmation, and then we go back to the Senate.
Second. It may move and seconded and communication be sent to the committee responsible. Are you ready to vote? Ready. Those in favor say yes? Yes. Again?
On the agenda was included a report on the alleged observation. I think the wrong agenda was circulated, so I just wanted to take that into consideration while the agenda is being replaced. But it was agreed to have that report.
Steven, you got a report?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we include it.
All right.
Thank you.
If the Senate agrees, you have to hear before the session continues.
Okay, let's finish session already.
So I have to hear.
No, we are going to go through it. We'll go faster. Yeah. Okay.
That will be a better faster. So we have to hear him.
Report from Steering Committee. Report from the Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget on an act to ratify the financing agreement, governance reform and accountability transformation project between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. 1, 2, and a report from the Committee on the bill for an act to ratify the financing agreement, Liberia and Liberia State Sector Strengthening and Access Project Phase 2 under the multi-phase programmatic approach between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. And 3, a bill for an act to ratify the financing agreement, second additional financing for the road financing transformation project between the Republic of Liberia and the International Development Association. Recommendation. In view of the foregoing and in considering the purpose and social economic significance of this project, its predetermined outcomes, the Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget recommends a plenary concord with the House of Representatives for the ratification of the agreement to give full force and effect to the provision as contained therein. During committee room is submitted on the 18th day of September 18, 2024. Signed, members of the committee for the 3 reports. Mr. President and Presiding Officer.
Now the reading of the report of the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance. 3 different committees, what they will, 3 different reports, what they will session. Senator Dobo. Yes, all 3.
As a president of the Senate, distinguished Senator, I've been listening to the financing agreement report for the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance, constituting a second reading for concurrence with the House of Representatives. I move to obtain a second that this second reading constitutes the third and final reading, and that this body take a decision to concur with the House of Representatives.
very clear. We recognize it, sir.
Yeah.
I don't say to open the just got a report right there from their office. Those are important reports. We have not even seen it, we have not read it, and people are scared of it. They don't read it or report. Just postpone it until tomorrow. We'll stay here tomorrow, can go and do it. At least for the respect of our police.
Well, right.
Is we have not followed the procedure that the reports will be given at least for the 4-hour cycle to each officer for the 4 hours.
I would apply to every report.
That would apply to every report.
That would apply to all reports.
Yes, sir.
It will apply to all the reports.
Given that this financing agreement was passed by the House Representative and being with this Senate, and everybody received copies for a very long period of time. Everybody received copies, and that is concurrent with the House Representative. It is a trigger as therefore we can.
I'm ready.
Well, I'll be ready to vote to accept that. Since office did not receive copy, so you can bring the evidence, but did not receive evidence ahead of again. That will defer it to our next session. Well, Mr. President of the Senate, giving the reading of the code, already about the snow, should we go in that direction without evidence at this time? I'm afraid, and so we can.
With all the awareness satisfied, Mr. Secretary,
Or reject that.
you will take the vote by roll call.
Yes.
For the passage of the new agreement. Senator Young Jamal Lawrence. Monsieur Alcan. Senator Sa'adi Joseph. Senator Ibrahim Dawes Yellow. I vote no. Grand Bassa County. Senator Bezola Stanley.
I vote yes.
Samuel County. Senator Councilor Gussie S. Chief. Senator Christian O. Duncan.
Yes.
Liberia County. Senator James Levin Brown.
Some of these financing covered roads. So I vote yes.
Senator James P. Barney.
Yes.
Grand Cape County. Senator Simeon Boymatila.
I vote yes.
Senator Jamal Tapla.
I vote yes.
Bong County. Senator Prince Kevin Boyd.
Vote yes.
Senator Johnny K. Green. Nema County. Senator Prince Ward Johnson.
Senator Nyamdi Tuan Jr. Grand Judah County. Senator Zoe Malapino. Senator Thomas Yaya Nimen. Lufam County. Senator Councilor Joseph K. Chala. Senator Monty Sowers. Bobby County. Senator Eric M. Sloan Jr. Senator James S. Tyler. Malagiri County. Senator Alvin James Magalupe. Senator Nathaniel F. Mangil. Ross County. Senator Wellington Gibbon Smith.
Yes.
Senator Bill T. Chloe.
Yes.
Grand Crew County. Senator Professor Albert Fletcher. Senator Limino Timish Bakwa. Roy County. Senator Torino Watasu. Senator Francis F. Gopuli Sepa. Senator Dubu. Babur County. Senator Boto County. And Senator Amara County. No. Our Vice President and President of the Senate, the student senators, total number of senators, I said, Senator voted yes, 20. 4 senators voted no, 1 senator voted abstained. So the total vote is 25.
With 20 senators voting yes, the vote is carried. Secretary out of parliament.
Motion for reconsideration.
report from the Ad hoc Committee concerning the relationship between the government of Liberia and latex scientific Liberia.
The Ad hoc Committee report is submitted already? Yes. Secretary got a report? Are you asking my head? Secretary can read it one. Secretary, you have the original one with all the exhibits? So just take this from other. Check them out. You got it? September 19, 2024. Office of the Chairman of the Committee on Audit and Account. Honorable Liberia Clar Lawrence, President Pro Tempore of the Liberian Senate. Capital Building, Monrovia, Republic of Liberia. Dear Madam Pro Tempore, I present my compliments and wish to submit to your honorable office on behalf of the members of the Ad hoc Committee set up to investigate the distinction of the Destination Inspection (DR) contract between the government of Liberia and Metex Scientific Limited (MTS). The final report of the committee's investigation consisting of our findings and the recommendation for your perusal and discussion by plenary. We have also circulated copies to each senator for their perusal consistent with our rules. We thank you for the opportunity to undertake this important investigation and trust that the Senate will take due note of the findings and recommendations contained in the report and take appropriate action to ensure proper oversight, compliance with our laws, and contract enforcement and resolution of the matters outlined in the report. We remain at your disposal to answer any question or address any concerns you or other senators may have about our report. Please accept Honorable Pro Tempore assurances of our highest esteem. Yours sincerely, Amara M. Conant, Senator Barrow Country, and Chairman, Senate DR Metex Investigations Ad hoc Committee. Final report of the Special Senate Ad hoc Committee on Destination Inspection Contracts between the government of Liberia and Metex Scientific Limited. Dated September 19, 2022. Recommendation. The committee has thoroughly reviewed all relevant documentation and testimonies related to the Destination Inspection DR contract with Metex Scientific Dubai Limited and submits the following recommendations based on substantial findings of mismanagement, legal violations, and contractual non-compliance. 1. Immediate contract review and renegotiation or cancellation. The executive should immediately seek the opinion of the Attorney General on the legality of the DR contract to determine if it should be reviewed and renegotiated to ensure conformity with Liberian laws or cancelled considering the violations the committee has uncovered. Any renegotiation must be subject to the following additional conditions. A. The executive must work with Metex Scientific Liberia Limited partner to resolve their dispute input to allow for renegotiation to proceed. B. The renegotiation process must be transparent with a focus on meeting all requirements of Liberian laws and legislative ratification, increasing the dual share of revenue ratio from above the current 20%, significantly reducing the cost of Metex services to businesses, immediately investing in DR infrastructure at the freeport of Monrovia,
in prioritizing Liberian participation in the project implementation. In the event of cancellation, the executive must inform the legislature of the toll that potential external arbitration might cause the conflict. These steps will help ensure compliance with Liberian laws and protect the doctrine of contract enforcement to improve Liberia's reputation as a destination for doing business. 2. The recovery of government funds. Metex Scientific Limited must be held accountable for its management of a transitory account. Specifically, the company should immediately remit all funds held on LRA's behalf they were required to be deposited into the government of Liberia's transitory account at EcoBank, as explicitly required by the contract. Additionally, Metex must provide the government with complete bank statements detailing all financial transactions from the inception of the account until the date of this report to facilitate a full audit and recovery of potentially misappropriated funds. 3. Full reconciliation of accounts. A full reconciliation of all accounts related to the DR contract should be undertaken by the General Auditing Commission. This reconciliation will confirm whether the government of Liberia has received its 20% share of the revenue and will help identify any discrepancies or misappropriations. Metex should provide all financial records, including bank statements, for a transparent review of the funds collected and spent. 4. Audit by the General Auditing Commission, GAC. Metex Scientific Limited has acted as a spending entity on behalf of the Liberia Revenue Authority, LRA. Without proper oversight, the General Auditing Commission, GAC, should conduct a comprehensive audit of all funds managed by Metex. This audit should verify all revenues and expenditures to ascertain if the company's spending on behalf of the government aligns with the PMF Act. It should also determine how the government of Liberia's share of the collected revenue was spent, officials versus unofficial activities. 5. Immediate opening of the transitory account. The failure to open the transitory account as mandated by the contract has led to the mismanagement of revenues. It is recommended that this account be opened immediately with all revenues from inspections deposited therein. The account must be jointly operated by the government of Liberia and Metex Scientific Liberia Limited as specified in the contract to ensure proper oversight and compliance with financial regulations. 6. Strengthening of procurement oversight mechanisms and contractual processes. A. The investigation revealed numerous violations of procurement laws and financial management practices. It is recommended that the Senate enforces strict adherence to the Public Procurement and Concession Act, PPCA, in all future contracts. This includes ensuring that any amendments or operational changes to contracts, such as the introduction of new companies, are subjected to legislative approval, proper due diligence, and transparency. Legislation should be introduced to mandate that all government contracts above a certain threshold, whether they grant tax incentives or not, should be subject to legislative ratification. 7. The committee recommends the establishment of strenuous procurement oversight mechanisms within the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission, PPCC, and the Inter-Ministerial Concession Committee, RMCC. This should include greater adherence to the Public-Private Partnership, PPP, protocols, as the absence of key documents such as the PPP procurement plan and the bidding document during the Metex contract process shows a systemic failure in oversight. This will help avoid Procurement and Concession Act, PPCA. 8. Capacity building for public sector procurement. The committee further recommends that the government of Liberia invest in capacity building for officials involved in public procurement. This includes training in PPP contract management, financial oversight, and procurement law. By enhancing the skills of procurement officers and those involved in contract evaluation, the government can ensure better compliance with the PPC and the PFM Acts and mitigate the risk of future contract failures similar to the MITEC case. 9. Public disclosure of investigation results. The committee's findings and the full report for the MITEC investigation should be made publicly available. This will demonstrate the government's commitment to transparency and good governance and provide the public with a detailed account of the violations that led to the termination of the contract. Public disclosure will also help restore trust in government institutions, and serve as a deterrent for future contract violations. 10. Further legislative oversight. Given the magnitude of the violations, it is recommended that the Liberian Senate maintains continuous oversight of the execution of the MITEC contract and any similar future agreements. This oversight will ensure that all legal requirements are met and that public resources are managed responsibly. These recommendations are aimed at rectifying the previous breaches of the DR contract to avoid arbitration in international courts, which would injure Liberia's reputation on contract enforcement that could negatively affect the investment climate and ensuring transparency, accountability, and proper financial management in an ongoing relationship between the government of Liberia and MITEC Scientific Limited. Demonstrated the government's commitment to transparency and good governance and provide the public with a detailed account of the violations that led to the termination of the contract. Public disclosure will also help restore trust in government institutions and serve as a deterrent for future contract violations. 15. Final legislative oversight. Given the magnitude of the violation, it is recommended that the Liberian Senate maintains continuous oversight of the execution. Completed in committee room on Wednesday, September 11, 2024, at the Liberia Senate Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Signed, members of the committee. Mr. President of the Senate, and Presiding Officer.
Now, the reading of the report from the ACOR Committee. Senator Smith.
Honorable Vice President and President, I move that the President obtain a section and the report presented to the plenary of the Liberian Senate by the ASBOC committee set up by the pro tem be received and open for discussion.
Being moved and seconded on the report being open for discussion. Are you ready to vote? Vote. Are you ready to vote? Ready? All right? I'm not ready now.
I'll be ready to vote if the movement can, move that the report be received by plenary, noted, adopted, and then we debate it another time. Due to the different kinds of hearings that we're going to be having today. So we have important budget debate that coming up, and then debate will go along with it.
Then we should not adapt it.
Yeah, no debate.
Senator Smith.
How do we defer the debate?
Let Senator Smith respond to this.
Mr. Vice President, the environment in the plenary suggests to me that I should tell the distinguished senator from the great county from Nimba that I only reject.
Thank you. Any other readiness? We're ready? Yeah, Senator Brown.
want to join. My time is 4 o'clock. My time is 4 o'clock. This report is very, very critical. It requires extensive debate. There are issues of gross violations of the PPC law. And so,
it almost is a debate.
My argument is that let's do justice to this very important by receiving it and deferring the debate until our return so that we can do return for where? From our break. The movement. My appeal is that this report is critical.
Senator Smith.
Let's defer
Thank you. With all the original Sunday fast, those of you out there here, thank you. Sister Lee. Chair the committee, so you got the floor, please.
Thank you, President of the Senate. I want to thank the Pro Tem for giving us this task to review the NETA contract. I also would like to thank my colleagues, the members of the committee, for their cooperation, their hard work. I think the Secretary of the Senate has read the report, so I will not regurgitate. But just to flag that there were procedural errors in contracting a service with METEC. Errors mostly by our government and some by them. For example, missteps in the PPCC process were mostly due to the government's failure to observe its own law. Our objective for this report was to ensure transparency in the contracting process, to assess the compliance with our laws and the performance of the contract, and also look at the financial oversight of the 20% government share in the agreement, and also the regulatory compliance. In summary, the government and METEC signed the agreement, dealing with the missteps in the process. The agreement was signed on July 1st, 2021, reviewable every 5 years. After signing the contract, the government and METEC entered into an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, moving the transitory account at Eco Bank, where 100% of METEC money will go. And then from there, NRA will receive the government 20% and METEC will get 80%. That did not happen. Instead, the LRA, in a letter signed by the Commissioner General,
instructed NETEC to open a separate account.
Can we protect the speaker, please?
Thank you, sir. The LRA instructed NETEC to open a separate account outside of the MOU for the setting up of the transfer account, and instructed NETEC to spend the money on its behalf to fund its capacity building program. This was a violation of the contract. And then finally, the two partners in NETEC Scientific Nigeria Limited, the special purpose vehicle for the execution of the contract that was registered here in Liberia, got into the dispute. We went to the court. While they were in court, the court put a stay order on their operation. One of the partners went and opened and started a new company to operate NETEC in that company's name outside of the company. So we believe these were the greatest violation outside of the contract. So our recommendation, Mr. Presiding, colleagues, the plenary, is that we share these violations with the executive branch, with the suggestion that the Attorney General review them to determine whether they can be reviewed and renegotiated or canceled. And the contract did not come here. It is worth over 10 million, and Section 10 of the contract grants tax exemptions to NETEC related to this project, which should have come here. That's our opinion. But the former Attorney General offered a different opinion to the 54th legislature